Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Don't miss out on our comic book creator interviews, including our monthly Chichester chats with comic book legend DG Chichester, superhero movie brackets in our search for the worst comic book movie of all time, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks podcast.
Diggity dank.
Hello and welcome back to another week of the Nightwing News. Deathstroke edition. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, it is.
Hello, I'm Kristen.
And that's right, today we're talking more Deathstroke, this time from Nightwing 80 through 82 from the Devin Grayson.
That's right, I should have put my Deathstroke sweatshirt on. Hold on, let me go get it.
You have a Deathstroke sweatshirt? What are we doing, people? Glorifying killers. How dare they?
Here it is. Has his little front and the back. Deathstroke.
Glorifying killers.
Well, I bought one of those World's Finest Teen Titans box, and the apparel in it was that Deathstroke sweatshirt.
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna lie, it's really cozy. I really like it.
I mean, yeah, it does. It looks nice.
It is.
All right, let me find the correct date. I'm gonna throw a date out to you, see if you can guess what this is.
Wait, you're not talking about the comic?
Oh, well, do you know what happens on November 3rd?
No, that's a Thursday, right?
I believe so. Yes, Titan season 4 premieres.
Oh yeah, I did know that. Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I wonder how many they'll drop.
Oh, and the first.
It should be on HBO Max. It's still on HBO Max, right?
Yeah. If this is correct, and sometimes they get it wrong, it looks like maybe the first 2 episodes, maybe. So
I guess that makes sense because Titans is kind of more like an hour because it's a drama.
Exactly.
Come on.
So. Mm-hmm. Yep, looks like maybe the first 2, and yeah, I don't know who the villain's going to be. The title of the first episode is Lex Luthor, so yeah.
But this is supposed to be the Brother Blood Mother Mayhem season.
Well, maybe we'll get both. I mean, we have been known to.
That's 3 villains. You got to ration them out, guys.
I mean, we got everything in Gotham last season. All right, so, and besides that, I don't know if there's any new. I don't think there's any new Nightwing news. Although they did post a bunch of the covers for Nightwing 100 coming in. Was that January?
I know, and they all look so good. And I'm so sad that George Perez cover is a 1 in 150 variant. Oh man, that's gonna be so expensive.
Because people are probably gonna. I think your store has to buy 150 copies to get one of those, so they're really probably going to jack the price up on that one.
Right, or else it'll be like, oh, maybe they'll just throw them into, it'll be like the one every 150th copy. So if you ended up buying from the stack like 45, 46, 145, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50, you might get one. But then, yeah, you can make a lot of money off it.
You'll probably be able to find them on eBay, babe. They will be expensive because people will jack up the price.
I took a screen cap of it and I sent it to my digital picture frame.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
That's the way to go, man. Just post, just print it out and print it out. Yeah.
Yeah, or just put it on a digital frame. Yep. I take screen caps and then I stick it in there. I have like a Nightwing covers playlist.
All right, so should we jump into the?
Well, and are you reading that thing that I sent you? Are you reading the tie-in with the video game or no?
No, I haven't. I might eventually, but no, I haven't yet.
I mean, I figured I'd just wait for it to get on to the app, DC Universe Infinite, because I don't play video games because I'm bad at them and I don't have a console.
Yeah, I think they said it might the premise of the game is like I think Bruce is dead or everyone thinks he's dead. So yeah, I guess I don't know if you get to play as like Dick or Barbara, Jason, or Damien.
So Robin is Tim.
Is it Tim?
Yeah, because I read the first comic because it was on, and he said something about Barbara and Batgirl and Robin were at the cave, and he was like, "You and Tim, whatever." So it's Tim. But like I said, I was just annoyed. I mean, I think it's in the continuity of the other games, but I kind of forget what happened. I mean, again, I didn't play those games, but yeah, the end they have to go to Bloodhaven, and like Batman jumps down to stop some crime, jumps out of the plane, and Nightwing's like, "What are you doing here? I don't work for you anymore." And then it says they're gonna have a fight in the next one. And I was like, again, I feel like we do this every time.
There's always family drama there.
No, but I want something new.
I know.
But they can't do it. I mean, it's like it don't make sense for Dick to be mad at Bruce because he fired him and that was a jerk move. But I mean, in the main continuity, he's over it.
I know, but like the games and stuff, they like that would just pull from different stories and right. I don't know.
I mean, I'm sure they do the same thing, Jason too, but whatever. I'm like, again, I always have to make everybody angry and have these man pissing contests. Ugh.
Exactly.
Whatever. All right. On to the comic then.
Yep. Yes, like I said, we got 3 tonight, 80, 81, and 82, so.
Okay, well, I just want to start out. I mean, my favorite part is right at the beginning. This is why I wanted us to read it. I was like, oh, is this the one where Slade totally is like your old uncle that you haven't seen for years. It's like, oh, you're so big now.
I know.
I mean, like he even says, nice to see you again, kid. You look well.
It's so weird because in the Titans they had Slade almost to the point of like an anti-hero. Now it's basically just like a straight up villain again.
Kind of like what they do with Jason. It goes back and forth.
But yeah, like I said, this is again the Devin Grayson run. So I love Dick. Yeah, what are you doing here? I hear this is your beat now. But basically, he's basically telling him, I have a contract in Bloodhaven. Don't get in my way.
Also, I can't believe Dick just keeps his suit in a closet. All right, that's not even a closet. It's just a wardrobe.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Maybe it's a biometric wardrobe. It has to be fingerprint unlocked or something.
But I mean, how smart is that Slade? Slade just like, yeah, I thought I'd give you the courtesy of letting you know I'm going to kill somebody in your town. Don't get in my way. And it's just like, why didn't Slade just come into town, kill somebody, and leave? Because Dick's going to
Slade wants a challenge.
I guess, but then go to Gotham.
No, because Slade wanted to check in with his little nephew Dick and see how he's doing.
Slade. I love Dick's like, who are you supposed to kill? And Slade's like, I'm not that honorable. What do I have to do to keep you from interfering, Dick? Kill me. Slade's like, yeah, I thought you'd say that. Hope you reconsider. And basically, I guess, goes out the window. And then Dick's just like, oh, great. Deathstroke the Terminator, superhuman reflexes, dedicated assassin, not an amusing opponent. And he's just thinking, who can I call, to help with this? And he's just like, don't want to bother Batman. Can't drag him into this. Titans are busy with their own stuff now. Batgirl, Huntress, Tarantula. He's like, no, there's no one I'm willing to put in front of him. This is my responsibility. Oh yeah, and he also says can't drag Tim into this.
I mean, he could have dragged Batman into it. Batman owes him.
Oh, and again, it's like if someone's life's in danger, it's like, hey, Dick, he doesn't want to. The thing with those two, they never want to ask each other for help.
I know, because it's a bunch of dudes swinging there.
Whoa! They're eskrima sticks, yes.
Yes. I feel like this is very much a dude thing.
It is.
Is what you say? It is.
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
But then,
So,
yeah, Dick starts interrogating the local hoods.
indeed. But I love it when it's like, any outside contractors? And they're like, hey, can we go? Excuse me, Mr. Nightwing, sir. Can we go? It's starting to get light out. And Dick's like, oh, I'm going to be late for work.
I just love when
he's like, he has a day job?
I just love when he asks the one guy, he's like, "Did your boss hire any more killers?" He's like, "Blockbuster? Not since he had Redhorn send Lady Vic and Brutal after you in Europe."
He's like, thanks for confirming that was Blockbuster.
Yep. So yeah, he's late for work. So, and we see a shootout. What is that, downtown or something? And there's a reporter riding with the police because she's all interested in that darn vigilante.
Yep.
What is it, Maxine Michaels or something?
Yeah, I think so. And then Dick slides in.
Amy's like, "Nice you to join us."
And then his partner Gannon's like, oh, hey, some old guy called you.
Yeah, is that your dad or something? And Dick's like, more like
No, your grandpa or something.
Oh yeah.
It's more like my mom.
But yeah, Amy's talking to the reporter, and Amy's like, "This is dangerous. I'm gonna have you sign like a bunch of more waivers." And Maxine's like, "All right."
Yep. Maxine is totally game for that.
But she says, "Yeah, our story's on the vigilante," and then Amy like stares at Dick.
Wow, he's making his phone call.
And then Dick and Gannon are getting ready to head out, and he's like, "Oh, is your because is your dad? You said it's mom of yours. So your dad's gay? No. My dad. No, my bad. He's the butler. Alfred's the butler. We just have an old joke. Nobody's gay."
Well, they are now.
Yeah.
Well, although not strictly gay, bisexual. It's different.
Yeah. Except for your partner. Dick's like, "Someone in the PD," as he sees Deathstroke on the roof, and Gannon's like, "Yeah, somebody in the PD."
Because that's so impossible to believe. Yeah, Dick is totally not paying attention to him right now.
Because Dick's like, "Be right back," as he like vaults over this fence. How do you do that? So yeah, Dick's just flipping himself up the steps. Dick's just like, Alfred was calling to remind me that Barbara's birthday is next week. I guess he figured I might be too busy to remember. That was without knowing that on top of everything else, I'm now locked into a race with Deathstroke over some unnamed Havenite's life. Maybe Babs is right. Maybe I am trying to do too much. And then he tries crashing it. Tries to get to Deathstroke. Deathstroke kicks him down. Nice get up. I'm serious, kid. Leave us alone. Then Dick tries to kick him off. That was stupid, Grayson. I expected better from you. And Dick's like, "I'm not going to let you kill anyone, really?" That comes as a surprise, considering that I killed someone just yesterday in Aberdeen and 3 people in Havana last week. And Dick, not here. Not my... He might as well drop that voice a couple octaves. Not in my city.
Yep. I've heard of situational ethics, but geographical.
Mm-hmm. Look, kid, I sympathize. I do, but I got a job to finish. And this is your last warning. That's when Gannon shows up.
And he's like, Cannon, no. But now it's a shootout.
Yeah, so Deathstroke opens fire. Dick tackles Gannon and starts them running. They start running down the steps.
Well, I think does Gannon fire some back?
He
Oh, boy.
might. I don't know.
That's kind of hard to tell.
But yeah, Gannon calls for backup, and Dick's like, "No, he's gone. Cancel it." And then Gannon's like, "You don't look so hot. You sure you're okay?" And Dick, might have cracked the rib. I'll live. Just feel a little woozy. And Gannon's like, "Who was that guy? And how did he?" He's like, "Oh man, Dick, your arm. What? You've been shot." Yeah.
He's been shot, and not for the first time.
Nope.
Oh, and in mine, in the back, it has the advertisement for Outsiders. This is the same month that Outsiders debuted.
Oh, nice.
Now we get this cover that's pretty stellar.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they're all pretty good. But yes, guest starring Batgirl, Cassandra Cain.
Booyah!
So this one opens up. Dick's already in the hospital, and Bruce, Alfred, Barbara, and Cassandra are standing there. And he's like, "What?"
Like, come on, dude, you know what?
Bruce, I thought I told you to quit the PD. Even Alfred's like, I thought you'd have enough of cops and robbers by now.
Barbara, I knew you were doing too much.
Dick, I was shot by Deathstroke. It had nothing to do with me being a cop. And Alfred says, why don't you come home? Bruce, is there any rational reason that you're still working there?
It's like, Bruce, why do you have to, like, can't you just be nice a little? He just got shot. Like,
I know.
It's like they're such idiots sometimes, these guys.
I know.
Like,
And
you
even
just
Barb,
make everything worse.
even Barbara's like, how tired he must have been to miss that shot. And he's like, you guys remember Deathstroke, right? Slade Wilson, contract killer, supervillain. You think I wouldn't be scrapping with him if I weren't on the police force? That if I turn on my badge, he'll just go away? And Bruce like,
Bruce, I'm going to talk to your doctor. Stay.
but Cassandra.
And then Cass is laughing. You never learn what you can't change. And he's like, oh, I wouldn't change a thing. Except about Deathstroke.
Mm-hmm. It's like, Cassandra, will you help me? And she's like, what do you need me to do?
So he puts Cass on it, which is very smart because Deathstroke doesn't know anything about Cass. And
oh, yeah. And she's another one. I mean, she's pretty much been trained, she's almost like Damien. She's been trained in like the art of assassinating since like she was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Her mother's Lady Shiva, for crying out loud.
Although had that been established?
They didn't say who it was at first. It was basically like, at first they just made it seem like David Kane and just like grabs like some infant girl and did that, trained her in this. Oh. And then later on it was basically revealed, I forget how long, but it was revealed, he basically paid Lady Shiva to have a baby with him or something like that. Yeah.
All right, so Cass is going out looking at, and this is so funny. I mean, 2003, this is getting close to 20 years ago. She sees the camera, and the camera has to be set up to a CD-ROM to record it. Oh, man, I feel old now.
Yep. And we see the reporter visiting Dick in the hospital. But then Cass runs the Deathstroke. He's like, let me guess, trained by Batman?
He says, not exactly. Although I like how they do that, how the stuff like pretty much works. Well, who have we here? The first Deathstroke cast one doesn't work, but Some Kind of Hero, not exactly. That works for both sets.
Yeah.
Very fancy of them. But yeah, Maxine Michaels is real creepy now.
Oh yeah, she's all up on Dick.
Like, oh, you're so adorable. Like, ugh.
She has her cameraman taking pictures.
Yeah, it's just like I pay a good deal of attention to the bodies of young men. Ugh. Gross, lady.
I was watching yours. It is shot out of the PD earlier, and I don't mind saying I haven't seen moves like that since Boston Brand's final circus appearance. And Dick, it's funny you would say that. It just so happens that I come from an exceptional circus lineage.
Yeah, the circus lineage does come in handy for hiding the secret identity.
As Cass and Deathstroke are just fighting without.
Again, she punches him in the face. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and that's part of her training. Like she can read like body language. Yeah.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying it's sweet that she's beating him up. Except then the jerk, he pulled a gun on her.
Maxine Michaels, not the Flying Graysons. You're pulling my leg. You must be married then. It'd be a crime to let the Grayson name end with you. As Dick's tripping her cameraman. And Dick, I'm not afraid I haven't gone around to that yet. And the cameraman's like, "Oh, my camera's busted. Dick, here, let me see that. Maybe I can still save the film."
Deathstroke. Oh, you're good. That is good.
Maxine Michaels, please let me. She's like, "This is what you wanted to do, isn't it?" And she pulls the film out of the camera.
Yeah.
Again, 2003 film.
Yeah. We did have digital cameras then, but they weren't. They were really expensive.
Yeah.
A few more years though, and he'd have a much harder time getting rid of that photo. Well, I know they'd have Barbara or Tim hack it to the cloud and delete it or something. Then Deathstroke throwing a grenade. Kaz's like, no.
But yeah, Dick tells Maxine he needs to get to work. And Cass jumps out of the apartment as it blows up.
Yep.
Then Barbara's at the door. She's like, "Bruce is talking to you. I lost track of Bruce. He's talking to your doctor." He's like, "Help."
I know. And then he just goes out and Barbara's like, oh. He's like, who's this? Like, look, you see Deathstroke, even though he has a mask on, he's kind of got this little smirky smirk.
But yeah, I guess Dick finds Bruce in the cafeteria and he's like, "I thought you were in your room resting." And Dick's like, "Oh, there's some bloodthirsty reporter up there. Barbara's keeping him at bay." Dick's like, "Yeah." Bruce's like, "I have to get back to Gotham." And Dick's like, "Yeah, I've decided you're right. I haven't been pushing myself too hard and it isn't necessary anymore. I'll turn my badge in today."
Did Dick just steal his coffee?
Maybe.
I mean, I think there's only one cup of coffee there, and then he just takes it.
Then Cass walks in with that CD. She's like, "Here." Dick's like, "You got this from Deathstroke?" "Yes. I'm trying to figure out exactly who Slade's contracted to kill." And then we see on the screen, it's Amy. And then Dick runs off and Barbara, "Where's he going now?" Cass, "After the girl." "Well, yeah, that much I could have guessed." So Dick storms into the precinct and tells it, it's like, "Amy, I want desk duty here with you." She's like, "Okay. Is everything all right, Grayson? How's your arm?" "I'm fine."
I love this. Is that "I'm fine" as in the hospital said you were fit to resume work, or "I'm fine" as in I'll be damned?
"I'm fine."
And she's like, yep, thought so. The second one. I know how you operate.
She's like, I promise you won't open this door one day and find me dead on my desk like Redhorn. Is that what you're worried about? And he's like, Redhorn. And she grabs his
He
bat.
accidentally touches him where he got hurt.
Yep. But he goes to see Chief Adad, and he's like, I got a question about the Redhorn investigation. And Adad's like, wait, one? I got tons of questions. And then he's like, I also have a whole day filing reports on the evidence room burglary. And Dick's like, someone took money or something from the evidence room, and Dad had money, lots of it, but I can't really discuss it. Or Redhorn either. And Dick's like, I understand. Thank you for your time. That's when Amy said she has to go get the kids so her husband can get to work. But then as Amy's leaving, she tells Dick, you should go home and rest your arm. We'll talk about desk duty tomorrow.
Right, but then he is, I guess, got his Nightwing suit in the bag, so he's changing into it on top or at the station. So then he hops up top, and he has look at the is it like a binocular or it's like a monocular? It looks just like one.
Yeah, probably almost like a scoop for a gun even. But yeah, he sees Amy getting into her car or whatever, and then Deathstroke has like a bazooka.
Yeah, Amy, no!
And she turns around and goes, Dick? As he tackles her and the car blows up. And then she sees what Dick's wearing. She's like, oh.
Yeah. Plus, there's about to be another clincher in the next one. Oh, here we go. The third one. Look how cheap it was. It was only $2.25.
I know, I wish. These days, I wish.
Yep. Also, man, that poor man. He just went to the grocery and now Deathstroke just sliced through his bag. Man.
Then we see Dick helping Amy up, and she's like, Dick, oh my god, Dick, wait, as he leaps after Deathstroke.
Well, because I think the other thing is, I mean, since it's dark outside, I think you're kind of supposed to be like, he's bleeding through on the suit, right?
Oh, yeah.
In the second panel. So, in case she didn't know before.
Yeah, she didn't hear his voice. Yeah, and then his arms.
And then she's like, I'll cover you. That's a good shot of Deathstroke and his bazooka.
Yeah. Yeah, because we got a different artist this time. Yeah, Mike Lilly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, and then Dick tries to come at Deathstroke from behind, but yeah, I ain't going to work on Deathstroke.
He says, nice try, kid. And then I would like to point out, perhaps the most important page in all of these, the advertisement for Kangaroo Jack. Yeah, kangaroos. That movie was pretty terrible, though.
Yeah. But Slade kicks Dick down and kicks him in the right where he got shot. Amy shows up on the roof with her gun drawn. Freeze. Amy, no. And
Deathstroke hits him back in the head. Let's get this over with, shall we?
Yep.
Oh, and then we turn the page, and this is setting us up for agony later.
Yep, one of Blockbuster's men brings him a VHS tape.
Yup.
There's more footage of what caused that accident on was that Route 61 where his mother died in a car. Contributed to her heart failure.
Yeah.
Now back to Dick telling Amy to run. He's a mercenary hired to kill you. Get out of here. And he keeps calling her Amy, so that's not helping his case any.
Well, I mean, he's probably like, the cat's out of the bag. I mean, Deathstroke already knows who I am. And...
Yeah. Just go. He won't hurt me, he says. Deathstroke, he won't?
It's like, I gotta tell her something.
I'd love to stay and prove you wrong, but I got a job to do. And Dick's like, can't even think of a single good reason why Slade would go after me instead of Amy, so I'll have to go for a bad one. It's not that I jump without thinking. I know Slade will dodge, and I know the degree of control I do and do not have over my trajectory, acceleration, and mass. But I'm not thinking about Newton or drag coefficients or vertical velocity as I dive. I'm thinking about Amy. Yeah, because Slade, made him like jumped off the roof, made it to the ground, and it's gonna surprise Amy at the bottom of the stairs.
And Dick is surprising Slade.
Normally, I do everything in my power to stay away from him. Yeah, fighting someone like Slade is all about distance and evasion. I never want to be this close to him again, but I've got to stay in his face until he sees Amy running the station. Safe. She's safe. And we see Blockbuster watching the video. And so, yes, he's going to blame Nightwing for his mother's death. So.
And he's getting mad.
Yep. Then we see. So Dick's like basically like Deathstroke doesn't come cheap. Whoever stole all that money for the evidence room probably hired him. So he gets Gannon to distract the young property clerk while he sneaks in.
Jumps up to the top, and Gannon is like, "What the?"
I know. Just crouched on top of the shelves.
And then
hey, partner, I've been looking for you everywhere. Like on the ceiling?
And you see how other people can also solve crimes, like the people who are paid to do it. Because he's like, there's only one person I can think that would want Amy out of the picture that much. And he's like, Arnett? Yeah, but how'd you know? He's like, he's sleeping with the property custodian. He broke up with her the day after the money went missing. He didn't tell you that. She didn't tell you that because she thinks you're a hottie. He's like, anything else you wanted to know? Look at that. He didn't even have to hurt himself. Way to go, Gannon. You didn't even have to hurt yourself to get all that info.
Mm-hmm. Then we see, I guess, Amy's hiding in a hotel. So Amy's husband comes to see her. Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought Grayson was keeping an eye on you. And she's like, don't talk to me about him.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, what, you mad about him not being there? She's like, no, don't ask me. It's not that.
And then look at the mirror. Look at the mirror behind her.
Doors open, and Deathstroke's like, get out of the way. No one's paying me to waste a bullet on your husband. And then, boom, Nightwing comes flying in, in a flurry of money.
Yep. And Deathstroke, what's all this? $30,001.50 not to kill Amy Rourke. Deathstroke, I always said you had heart. Ad shows up with some cops. He's like, do I even want to ask?
Of course, does Deathstroke even take the money?
I don't know.
Because, I mean, a lot of the money got, like, all thrown around, so...
I mean, I'm assuming maybe that was just, like... Yeah, it's real money, but it's, like, just, like, figurative. It's like, oh, yeah, this will be wired into your account or whatever. It's just, I don't know.
Or maybe he's like, you paid me, and now I have the... Yeah, who knows? And you're like, where do you even get the money?
Well, Dick's rich.
Yeah, I know, but like $30,000. So Yeah, so it's probably only partially $30,000.
Oh yes,
Probably.
and Dick's still running around with a black eye after that, the beginning of the issue when he's fighting Deathstroke. So,
Mm-hmm.
then yeah, later on we see Dick telling Amy, "Yeah, you're safe. Deathstroke won't bother you anymore. I've known him for a long time. He isn't exactly a moral man, but he follows the code."
Now it's like, we got to get Arnott. Think
Yep.
we can get him on tampering the evidence log.
And he was too smart to leave Prince, but if we ain't, she's like, "Dick, stop. Just stop." He's like, "Amy, is something wrong?" And yeah, it ends with her saying, "Officer Grayson, I'm going to have to ask you to leave the force."
Yup.
Which is why in issue 100, when, she makes up that excuse that he was undercover, he's like, "No, I wasn't."
She's like, whatever. Shut up.
So
Blockbuster was a bad man.
I get the idea and it's cute, but it's like, we're really going to solve the problem by giving a murderer $30,000 or $30,000 more dollars.
I think Deathstroke likes money even more than he likes murder.
Oh yeah, but he's gonna pump it back into the business. Business being guns and bullets and bombs.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Nice situational, geographical ethics, I guess. Yeah, I guess.
Step 1 is saving Amy's life. Step 2 is busting Blockbuster. Or
I don't
not
want to.
Blockbuster,
I don't want to ask
Deathstroke.
Batman for help, especially since he was right here in town at the hospital. But
Well, Batman could have offered, and he was like, "I gotta go back to Gotham. Peace."
once again, not until Dick asks for help.
You know how it is with these big
I know.
villains. They can't actually have them go to jail then. Oh, what would we write about next issue?
I mean, I was waiting for Alfred to say, "Master Bruce, help the lad."
But you know how it is with comics. Sometimes the willing suspension of disbelief means we have to willingly suspend that these people have any sense at all.
I know. So yeah. So all right. So did you like Deathstroke here, or did you like him in Titans last week more?
I think I like this one better because I love when he picks him up when he first comes in. And I was like, I always said you had heart, kid. I don't know. I think this one's cuter. Plus, he didn't end up murdering anyone. And in the Titans one, he had to kill his own son. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
This one is a little bit lighter, so,
Oh, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. No
Aha.
one died.
He only tried to kill one person. Ha.
Yeah, and he didn't even succeed.
Because we paid off the murderer.
Well, I mean, I guess he did succeed because then he got paid not to murder someone. So
I know. So that's what I'm saying. Did he get paid twice? Did he keep Arnott's money and then he kept Dick's money? Did he keep Dick's money?
Yeah, obviously.
So Deathstroke walked away with $60,001.50.
Yeah, to not kill someone. Yeah, because what's Arnold gonna do? He can't get the money back from him. What are you gonna do? Take him to court? Oh, I paid him this money that I stole to kill someone, and he didn't do it.
Yeah. It's like what are you? It's like if you rip off a drug dealer, what's he gonna do? Go to the police?
No, he's gonna kill you in return.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, Arnott's no match for Deathstroke. So yeah, it's kind of genius. I mean, if I were Deathstroke, I'd be like, yeah, sweet. Because it's not like Deathstroke really has any personal beef with Amy. And now that he knows Dick likes Amy, so see, he already knew. That's why he warned Dick. I don't know how Deathstroke knew, but he knew.
Yeah.
Because he has a soft spot in his heart for the former Titans, particularly Dick, and so he didn't want to kill his friend.
You're a kid. You're a good kid. I'll just shoot you in the arm.
I think that was an accident.
Maybe.
I mean, he was firing a lot of bullets at them.
Oh yeah, it looked like that's what I'm saying. He fired way more than Ganding. He had like an automatic weapon. Yeah, he's just like.
I don't think he was like for sure trying to hit him, but he also was for sure not trying to hit him.
Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, I know. I think it was just like, get out of here.
Yes, I think so.
Once again, I haven't been paid to waste a bullet on either one of you. Get out of here.
Except he wasted a bunch.
Mm-hmm.
But, then he got paid double, so I think it all evens out in the end.
Yep.
All right. If I remember correctly, though, next week is not going to be quite as friendly of a Deathstroke.
Well, it's the Renegade arc, Nightwing 112 through 117, so nobody's going to be that. Nobody's going to be friendlier.
No, this is serious.
That's right. All right. So, yes, that's the homework, kids. So, anything else before we get out of here?
I think that's it.
All right. So, yes, next week, Nightwing 112 through 117, like the end of Devin Grayson's run, their whole Renegade arc, Deathstroke returns, and we bomb Bloodhaven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on.
Yep. All right, so kids, send your thoughts on all of that, and hopefully our special guest will still be showing up. Email us, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com, or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. Oh, that's the other thing I saw on Facebook. I think it's not this Friday, but next Friday, I guess Scott McDaniel's put a bunch of his original Nightwing art up for sale.
On eBay or somewhere else?
It might be. I keep seeing it on Facebook, so I don't know if he's doing it through there somehow, but I know there's a link. So yeah, if you look for Scott McDaniel on Facebook, there's like a link to it or whatever. But I mean, I'm sure it's not going to be cheap. I mean, the original stuff never is, but
Right.
So probably like hundreds of dollars, but you'll own an original piece of work, Nightwing art. So.
Or you can just look at it.
That's true. For true. I didn't see any of it yet, so I don't know how long he's waiting to put it up. Or so, yes, kids, you can check that out. Hey,
dude, Scott McDaniel lives by you.
I know, I saw that. Yeah, I'm thinking we might have to do an interview.
Yeah, take him out to lunch. Remember, yep. That's what Josh.
Yeah,
my buddy Josh said he did with, I think, Chuck Dixon, because they both live in Tampa. Yes.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because Lil said, Chuck Dixon lives in Tampa. Yeah.
There you go.
But yeah, no, I'm definitely I'm gonna have to get Scott McDaniel, because not only for the Nightwing connection, but he drew Daredevil when a friend of the show, DG Chichester, was writing Daredevil. So yeah, got at least two.
Oh things. Yeah, I see. You're right. Nightwing art drop Friday, November 4th at 9 p.m. I'm gonna be somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll send the link or something.
Yeah, I'm sure either he'll be live there or there'll be a link or something. Yeah, but like I said, you're not going to miss it. Yeah, I mean, unless you're planning on spending a couple $100s, yeah, you're probably. I don't think it's gonna be cheaper than that.
Right, but I like to look at them. It's fun.
Oh yeah. All right, so yes, kids, as I was saying, email us CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember, you can follow Nightwing News on Facebook, on Twitter. Follow the Nightwing Facebook fan group. Find links to all the various social medias for all the shows we do. Two new ones coming in 2023, so keep your eye on the social media for updates on those. Links to the YouTube channel. This episode and every episode we do gets a video on YouTube, so smash that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the high quality products on our YouTube channel.
Smash it.
Smash that subscribe button. And of course, the Patreon. Once again, we're paying for this out of our own pocket. Every little bit helps, but $3 to $5 gets you early access to creator interviews, including the aforementioned Mr. DG Chichester on the Chichester Chats.
I got the good mic out for you guys.
And free at last. Superhero movie brackets are almost over, so subscribe now and listen to all the previous episodes before our big finale in November. But yes, one more episode, Spawn vs. Meteor Man, coming soon, and then in November we will pick a winner. Well, a winner quote unquote, from the 3 finalists. So, and then Lil said that
Winner slash loser.
exactly, and then of course Lil said, yeah, and any or all patrons can vote on what we're gonna do in 2023. So if you want in on the voting, yeah, join the Patreon, and of course pick yourself up some Capes and Lunatics and Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks merch. And like Lilith says, there's always the Cash App link in all the show notes. So if you just want to drop random money on us like Nightwing did this week, that would be nice. $30,001.50. Bar is high, kids. All right, but I know you can do it. So yes, find that all at Linktree, linktr.ee/Capes and Lunatics. And for those of you who love to read, and again, remember, kids, Christmas is coming up, Hanukkah's coming up. You know, heck, give like I said, I think I've said it before. Give someone in your that special someone a Thanksgiving present. Give them something to be thankful for. Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder, find it on Amazon. Put together by Kristen herself, all about talking to writers and others about Dick Grayson. So if you want to learn about all eras of Dick Grayson, go check out Dick Grayson Boy Wonder on Amazon. And I know all you fools know how to get the Amazon. So
It only like runs our lives.
all right. Thank you for joining us. Again, come back next time for Nightwing 112 through 117. Get that whole Renegade arc out of the way in one shot. Get that final Fatal Blood here for a while. And once again, Deathstroke, the Terminator. All right, kid. Hopefully with a special guest. Come back next time, kids. Remember, join us same wing time.
Same wing channel.
The Nightwing News. Make it rain, kids.